They say the mafia died a long time ago, that the trials, the wiretaps, and the RICO cases finally buried the last of the old dons. But if you look close enough, you'll see their ghosts everywhere, not in the shadows of alleys, but in boardrooms, banks, and high-rise offices with ocean views. The truth is, blood doesn't vanish, it adapts. In the old days, power was raw. It wore fedoras and silk ties, spoke in whispers and dealt in fear. The mafia of the 20th century was a machine built on loyalty, violence, and silence. Omerta, the sacred code. Fathers taught sons not just how to survive, but how to rule. And though most of those fathers are gone, their lessons didn't die with them. They evolved. Today, the bloodlines remain. The names have changed. Mancini becomes Martin, Vitali becomes Vance, but the lineage is unmistakable. The descendants of those who once ran gambling dens, unions, and rackets now run law firms, hedge funds, and entertainment companies. The empire didn't fall, it rebranded. Look at the cities: New York, Chicago, Miami, Vegas. Each carries echoes of the men who built their underground foundations. Skyscrapers now stand where social clubs once buzzed with smoke and deals. The money that was once washed in back rooms flows clean through legitimate channels. Real estate, finance, technology. But behind those glass doors, some of the same instincts still drive decisions: loyalty, control, and the unspoken rule: family first. What began with bootlegging turned into politics. What began with numbers games turned into Wall Street. The sons of the mafia learned the one rule their fathers never forgot: the system can't stop you if you become the system. Some historians call it the American transformation, the great criminal evolution, because when you remove the guns and the bloodshed, what remains is still power, influence, intimidation, access. The mob's modern heirs don't carry pistols, they carry portfolios. They don't shake down businesses, they acquire them. And yet beneath the polish, there's something inherited, something primal. Call it instinct, call it legacy, the sense that loyalty is currency, betrayal is death, and success must be absolute. It's that same mindset that made old mobsters legends and their descendants billionaires. Consider the old families, the Corallos, the Bonanos, the Decavaltes. Many of their children live quietly, blending into the rhythm of suburban life. But scratch the surface and you'll find networks of influence stretching across industries: construction magnates, casino investors, political donors. The bloodline runs deep. They may not control the streets anymore, but they understand how to control narratives. Hollywood helped them with that. The romanticization of the mob created a myth too profitable to kill. The Godfather, Goodfellas, The Sopranos. Every frame kept the image of the family alive, elegant, powerful, almost noble. And with every new generation that watches those films, fascination turns to imitation. The culture of the mob became the culture of ambition. In some ways, America adopted the mob's psychology. Business schools teach strategies that mirror mob logic: eliminate weakness, reward loyalty, never show fear. Political campaigns operate like families, where debts are paid and favors never forgotten. Even the digital age hasn't erased it, it's only refined it. The code of silence became NDAs. Extortion became corporate leverage. Control moved from the street corner to the cloud. And yet, every now and then, the old world surfaces. A body found with old wounds, a family name that reappears in a money laundering case, a faint reminder that the roots still feed from the same soil. Because when power passes through blood, it doesn't die, it mutates. It's not just an American story. In Italy, the descendants of Cosa Nostra and the 'Ndrangheta sit quietly in government offices and corporate boards. In America, their cousins invest in tech startups, luxury hotels, and political campaigns. The methods changed, the ambition didn't. Every generation refines the art of staying invisible. The sons of the mafia learned from the downfall of their fathers. They studied how the FBI worked, how prosecutors built cases, how the media hunted scandal, and they adapted. Today's players know that visibility is vulnerability, that the most powerful crime is the one that can't be proven. So they wear suits instead of scars, build foundations instead of fronts, and shake hands instead of fists. But deep inside, they remain loyal to the same doctrine: protect the bloodline, expand the legacy, never forget the family. The great irony is that America, the nation that fought to destroy the mafia, now thrives on its lessons. We live in an economy that rewards monopolies, celebrates dominance, and forgives ruthlessness. The mafia didn't vanish. It became the American dream perfected. When we talk about the mafia's fall, what we really mean is its metamorphosis. The underworld didn't collapse. It surfaced. It merged with everything we once thought was pure: politics, media, finance. You don't need to control the docks anymore to control America. You only need to control data, perception, and capital. The hierarchy remains: boss, underboss, consigliere. Only now they have MBAs and PR teams. The story of the mafia is, in many ways, the story of America itself, a tale of reinvention, ambition, and survival. Both built empires from nothing. Both learned to disguise power as opportunity. Both found ways to turn crime into business and business into legacy. The bloodline didn't just survive, it became the blueprint. So when people say the mafia is dead, remember this: every dynasty in history has learned the same truth. You can destroy names, erase faces, even rewrite laws, but you can't kill inheritance. You can't kill human nature. And as long as there's greed, pride, and family, the mafia will always find a way back. Not as a criminal organization, but as a mindset, a philosophy, a mirror reflecting the ambition that built a nation. You can change your name, you can bury your past, but you can't change your blood.